There's only one kind of spiritual uh, series of YouTube videos we actually need today, I'm suggesting. People may like other types, but what we really need is human to human expressive honesty about this process. Not for people to tell us what they know and instruct us, but tell us about what you're discovering, what you're going through on a day-to-day basis and during special times of energetic intensity. Not to offer the content of your thinking mind, but to give us actual insight into the fact of your process. And what that does is it builds a web of understanding between people who are going through this, because I'm noticing that there's a synchronization taking place very clearly amongst people who are going through it, just by the little hints of what people are saying they're experiencing. But they only come out in the odd comment because everybody is trying to instruct. But people going through this process self-consciously need to begin to realize that everything's coming to them and that all they need to do is allow the process to take place naturally. So what value has instruction? It's interference. And it's also keeping people immature and dependent on instruction, on authority. Now, we should be beyond this, really. Some people are, many people are. And a lot of the people who instruct are clearly receiving everything themselves, but they're still instructing. It's such a disease. Now, why do we need mimetic, expressive honesty about what we're all going through in this process? Because then we can measure the extent of this penetration of this process socially. And then we can begin to discover that there's synchronistic experiences. Today, many were anticipating, including myself, for some reason that isn't entirely clear, that today was going to be a significant day. And it really was for me. But this isn't a video for me to start talking about what's going on for me and the breakthroughs I've been making, because this is a time of breakthroughs. This is one of the things. This past 2 months, I've seen immense breakthroughs, and I've seen lots of other people have these breakthroughs and profoundly deepening understanding of things, what's actually happening to us. And I feel, and probably you feel too, if you know what I'm talking about so far, that the time now is for us to communicate honestly, free of services offered, free of things to sell, free of a special role. Do you understand that? There's nobody who can have a role in our process other than ourselves, and our role is to allow it to work itself out in freedom from interference of others, but including ourselves. Anyway, please, if anybody is understanding this, please do this. Maybe I'll start doing it at some point. Doesn't feel quite the moment. This is such an important thing for us to understand. And I hope people can recognize it and start acting on it.